I'm a person who has a lot of love. I'm a very pure soul. I've always been this way in this life since I can remember. I have so much love for people. I have so much love to give, so much consistency to give. And that has just never been returned to me in the same way that I give it. And I know I'm not the only one feeling that, and not the only one experiencing this. As I wake up to the reality of what this world is and what people are at this point in time and where we're at, you know, for those of us who understand this, for those of you who resonate with what I'm saying right now, we are paving a path. There's a path that's being opened, a way that's being opened, a gate, a door, and there's some of us who will walk through it before others. Now, I recognize that love is the direction in which we are heading. And for those of us who understand love as what that is, what that truly is, which is a lot more simple than many of us think in our head. Like, it's not, oh, if this person loves me, they will pay my bills and buy me food and put gas in my car. Like, if this person loves me, they will, like, love is vast yet so simple and all-encompassing, truly. So anyway, back to what I'm saying is that there are some of us walking through this door before others. Now, if you are in that category, you have to recognize that, and you have to accept that. I have to accept that. I have to accept that. Because as I'm waking up to the reality of this world that we're living in, and the time that we are living in, many people only care about themselves. And I think a lot of that is perpetuated by, okay, so I'm in America. So America has this huge, like, individualism mentality going on. And a lot of people are suffering because of that mentality. Like, grind, get your bread, make your money, further your own self so you can have your own things and all these fancy or stupid, unnecessary things. Yet nobody knows how to sustain a long-term relationship, and by that I mean like any type of relationship, not just a romantic relationship. But what I'm seeing is, like, people don't know how to deal with their families, people don't know how to deal with their friends, people don't even know if they really even have friends. And everybody, whether they admit it or not, is just feeling alone and disconnected. Alone and disconnected. The thing is, we as humans are meant to be with humans. We are meant to be with humans. Now, I don't know. I'm not here to say that nobody has friends and nobody has good relationships. I am seeing more and more of people that do value just knowing people and maintaining connections through time, which is really valuable. And I think that we don't need to attach so much expectation on what that's gonna look like, but just go with it, move with it, grow with it. So anyway, what I'm here to talk about is, okay, within the healing journey, there is darkness and there is light. There's this funny concept, and I mean, there's a funny concept within the trend of spirituality that makes healing look just like light. Like there's only light. It's just love. It's just happiness. No room for sadness. No room for anger. Just love. Just forgiveness. That's cool and all, but it's just not the reality of what it really entails to heal. Healing implies that you have gone through all the little nooks and crannies of your soul and made peace with them, and the wounds no longer are open, but they're healed, so this truly is a process. It takes time and takes work, and part of that process is facing the darkness, facing the rage that potentially could come from the love not being returned to you when you have so much to give, so much pure love to give, which again goes back to the concept that some of us are entering through this door earlier than the collective as a whole. And I am navigating that. I'm just in a space in my life where I am looking to other healers and other like any healer knows that a healer, like, first of all, I don't know. There are those of us who have particular gifts of the spirit that even intersect with physical gifts, like healing through touch, the ability to see, the ability to hear. I'm in a space of looking to my ancestors and looking to the traditions of cultures and places that made space for people like me in their society. People like us. Okay? Because in America, what's going on is a little bit different. It feels like there's not room for simple people anymore. There's not room for pure people anymore. At least within the bounds of what society says, what the government says, what all those false authority figures. Hello. Thank you. That was delightful. That was so delightful. Animals are pure. Animals are truly pure. Okay, so within the bounds of what false authority figures would like you to be, there's not room for authenticity or individuality, like truly. It's like authentic individual creative people are just looked at as weird or like just misunderstood. Even you can be like, you can be just expressing yourself at every corner and at every inch, but you're judged for it. I don't know. It's messed up. It's a little twisted, a little funky. So, yeah. This message is a little bit going in multiple different directions, which that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes that's how conversations with me go. That's actually how a lot of conversations go. I recognize. So part of the healing process is facing and experiencing the rage, the wrath. It sucks. It sucks. But as you face it, as you move through it, it does become a beautiful part of oneself. At least like I feel like I'm a lot, like for a long time in my life, I really just focused on happiness and light and just kindness. And I really look back at my younger self and like just like how naive she was, but how pure she was, how truly pure she was. And like the part of me which that is still exists. It's still here. And that's that love. That's that pure energy, that pureness that I just want to offer to my family, which includes all of you. We are one. I and I. So, for a long time, I really was in those vibrations. And as I got older, I just started, my eyes were opened to some of the harsher truths of my life and my existence and the world. And like I said, some people really only care about themselves. And so it's like, as I walk through the street or, in this place or that place, I see people all over, and only a good few will look you in the face and greet you with a smile. Most will not even look you in the face, not even look you in the eye. It's just heartbreaking to me. It's truly heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. Some days it makes me sad. Some days it makes me angry. It's a lot. It's a lot to process. It's a lot to handle. It's a lot to find your place in. So I just want to share this, that rage can be a part of the process. At least it has been for me. It has been for me. And as I was moving, especially this last fall, I was just moving through a lot of that rage. And sometimes that rage really do be existing. And you have to hold space for that. You have to hold space for yourself in that. But recognize that as a person who may be gaining experiences of the spirit and of the diverse realm of human experience, I believe that truly a person like healers, when we talk about healers, when we talk about leaders,
hey, boat's still going.
it truly consists of those who have experienced a diverse. Hello, puppy. Hi. Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Alrighty. When it comes to people who can lead others and guide others through their processes, it's people that have explored the realms of their own humanity and of their own divinity. It's not about discriminating against the harder experiences of humanity, but rather it's understanding and overstanding and understanding. Okay, so, wrath, anger, rage, depression, anxiety, voices in the head, all of these things are aspects that we cannot turn away from. And the more that we can face them and understand them and thoroughly seek to really, what are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to teach me? The more we will be able to accept them. The less emotional charge these experiences will bring up in our souls. We won't be handicapped or debilitated because of those things anymore. And then once that happens, I think this is really this is the big lesson that I had, was because I was really in a space of rage and really in a space of anger, criticism. I was just this world sucks, everything sucks, the government sucks, all these systems at play they just suck. I was just angry about all of it, and angry about those people that did me wrong for no goddamn reason, all that. You see, and it's not for no reason, but it's just maybe sometimes people will do us wrong, but it's not a reflection of us. And some of us can handle more than others. Some of us really will get put through the ringer at the hands of other people because we can just handle it and because we can just move through it and just keep loving. So I was in a space of rage and I just kept talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. And then I realized this is not what's gonna help us. It's not gonna help us to keep talking about, we need to talk about it. We need to address things that are not right. We do need to address it and talk about it so that it can become clear. But to dwell on it, it does not help to dwell on rage. It does not help to dwell on anger. Rage and anger are processes that you need to move through, that you do need to face, you need to move through. But understand when it's time to spend time with yourself, with your mind, with the silence, with nature. Nature is a beautiful resource that we're here to to connect to. Like, think of it. Your mama birthed you onto this dirt ball or plane, whatever you believe about the shape of the earth. That's profound. That is profound. This is a profound thought. But, you know, it's like we literally have everything we need through nature. And that's what people are really missing. That's what people are really missing these days. It's like they think they need all this other, like, this other stuff. They fear nature, and they try to find solutions elsewhere. Yet nature already has the solutions. What the fuck? We're living in an interesting time, y'all. We really are. We really are. And we are at a time of mastering the mind. So much of what is going on is happening in the mind or not in the mind. Like, so much of what's going on is happening in the mind, or it's happening because of a void and a lack of what should be in the mind. You see? So, you know, this has been a nice little reasoning, y'all. I'm really glad. And to those of you still watching, thank you. Thank you for your support and your ears. And yeah, just joining in this conversation in some way, like on some level. This energy space that we are sharing here. You know, I really pray that this message will, I don't know. I'm starting to not like the word pray, because you think of like the word P-R-E-Y. It's like pray. Like, if you pray for somebody, then you like prey on somebody. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just a thought that I am thinking lately. Like, I would like a better word than to say like pray, because I don't really like that word anymore. Yeah, anyway, I really just, I carry the intention with this video that it will reach whoever it needs to reach. I'm always so glad to connect with you guys, here on Instagram, whatever, like, community, you know? So, anyway, yeah, hold space for yourself. Hold space for yourself in times of rage and sadness and grief, as well as light, joy, growth. So that's it for today. Thank you, and more love, more life. Bless up, everybody.